Okay, so on to the next track / performance in Vicky's Harmony of Hearts series. We started off so solid with that Eddie Vedder Society track, which I have reacted to before. We reacted to it again. It's just that much of a special song. For those of you only joining us now, at least go back and listen to that one. It's just such a special, pertinent song for today. Anyway, moving on. This is now Bear's Den. It's called Crow. Never heard of Bear's Den. This is brand new to the channel. You know it's going to be chilled because Vicky just loves sending me chilled music, which I absolutely adore. There is something over here that I'm going to read just before we get started. It says, "Hi everyone, we are going to release a new song called Crow in a few weeks and we are really excited for you to hear it. The song was written in memory of my mum's boyfriend who lived with us growing up. He was like a second father figure to me, but unfortunately he passed away when I was 15, and that's actually very sad. But I actually had someone like that as well. But that my dad was still alive, but either way. Anyway, for those of you who want to request a campaign, we are running a Monarchy of Queens campaign. It's very, very cool. The other reactors are taking part in it. Unfortunately, I won't be taking part of it because I've got my own limited edition unique series that's going to open up for booking on the 15th of March. I'll let you guys know about that one. Completely and utterly unique. But until then, you guys can book with all the other reactors, which is Alex and Magnify and Wolf. And they're awesome, right? They're absolutely awesome. So you can go and book. Their links are all down in the description, as you know. Let's rock and roll. Let's see what we got. Okay, well, we've read this already, so awkward silence. We thought that a music video would be celebrate the idea of family would be really cool, so if you want to be in the music video, we'd love you to bring your mum, dad, grandmother. Bro, give me a chance, bro. Give me a chance. Love you to bring your mum, dad, grandmother, grandfather, guardian, or guardian along with you. We thought it would be really beautiful to film the reactions of you both just listening to the song together. We'd love for you to be part of it. Hope to hear from you. Oh, so this is that whole campaign that they ran. That's very cool. That's very cool. I love it when artists do these kind of thing. Love the Den. Such a cool concept, man.
I think of you much more than I would like to admit that I do before strangers. But there you are, whistling through the trees again, rustling through the leaves, my friend. A feather on my pillow lets me know that you're near. I remember the night that you arrived, December maybe in '95. Your hair and your breath smell of John Player specials. A stranger who I learned to love, a friend when really no one was.
It's amazing how nostalgic that kind of thing actually happens, specifically with like the sense of smell at that particular time of your life. I actually get that sometimes with clothes in like a cupboard where you open up and I don't know, it's got like that mothball-y type smell. I don't know, right? And that smell, that sense of smell takes me back to a time where it gives me very vivid memories of like family members who I love, like specifically my grandparents in Portugal and family in Portugal as well for me. Like when I open up the cupboard and I smell that smell, it takes me straight back to that time. And the memories are very vivid, like it unlocks something in there. You guys will know what I'm talking about. Anyway, carry on.
A friend when really no one was, my Daedalus, my wings to fly. Why'd you leave me behind? My beautiful crow, all those black feathers perched deep in my soul won't let me let you go. never really thanked you for all of the light you brought into my mother's eyes. So many others tried her sadness since the day you left. She will not get out of bed. She stares out the window, smokes a black pack of JPS.
It's such a beautiful song to actually, it's almost like a sending off song to this person who was obviously unbelievably special, even though it wasn't connected to him by blood. But it just goes to show you the kind of connection that people can have with each other, even if they're not a family member. I had someone called Rodney, who was actually my stepmother's ex-husband when my stepmother married my father. Oh, that didn't turn out well, it all fucked out. But either way, right? Interesting family, essentially. Look, I never put him above my dad, although my dad and I just had issues. Like, we never saw eye to eye. At the end of the day, I knew my dad loved me in his own weird way. I mean, he had his very difficult hardships growing up. You had to look at his past to understand the man he is, right? You had to look at his past, because if you didn't, you'd take the man completely out of context. He had a big heart, he had a heart of gold, he was kind, but he was also vicious, he was also aggressive, he was also impulsive. And he had goods and bads, like every single person in this world does. We're all fallen souls at the end of the day. And I don't think I could put anybody above my father, even though my dad and I never saw eye to eye for years. My dad and I didn't speak for years. Well, we're not speaking now, but I could never put someone above my dad either way, right? Because I know for a fact that if it was between me taking a bullet or him taking a bullet, he would step in front of me every single day to take that bullet. Right? And sometimes you would never understand why he would do that, because sometimes a lot of his actions didn't and doesn't seem like they are pure of heart and there to protect you, or there for your betterment and not his own. But I know for a fact that he would do that. For a fact, I know that he would do that, because growing up, right, he was the guy I felt the safest with, right? Despite all of the shit that we went through. So those kind of people are really important, essentially. But yeah, this actually just brings a couple of memories, even of actually, funny enough, of my own father, who felt like a stranger to me, right? But really wasn't. Anyway, carry on.
I was out on St. Paul's when I heard about your fall. Walking with Caroline, she bummed smokes from time to time. I walked home alone that night. I could feel you when I closed my eyes. I looked up into the night and watched black feathers fall from the sky. I'm allowed to admit, but I do. I still do. My beautiful crow and all those black feathers perched deep in my soul won't let me let you.
I love the concept of the video as well. Absolutely beautiful. And you can always trust Vicky to bring just beautiful music to the channel every single time she requests a series. It's always such chilled, beautiful music. It always puts me in such a good mood. Really. I mean, I think Vicky is like the great equalizer, right? When my chakras are unbalanced, not that I believe in too much of that stuff, but when my chakras are unbalanced, just for sake of argument, right? It feels like she just creates this equilibrium, right? In my psyche. I like that.
So won't let me let you go.
to shut you out, when I try to push you out, the sun's still the same. It still shines, right? You can't shut that out. It's just, it literally invents everything. I like that. I like that he's actually used that as an analogy. Beautiful, beautiful writing.
Same, my beautiful crow, and all those black feathers perched deep in my soul won't let me let you go.
There really is nothing more beautiful than family. Genuinely. Nothing more beautiful than family, man. I love the video concept. I love everything about the song. Absolutely special. You guys let me know what you think down below. And I'll catch you on Vicky's last one, man. Peace.